Hello everybody, this is Scraticus 2001 and welcome to my video, my reaction video of the weekend. And you may have already noticed, hey, I'm in I'm using the old avatar that I did in my profile pic and when I first started on the channel. What's this about? Oh, hey guys. Yeah, the thing is, I kind of played a recent game of mine, link in the description down below for the previous video, that I was hoping they'd bring back old Disney. Also, hey, Az, you want to be a part of the video?
What are we doing?
Okay, we're going to be reacting to like Disney's newest plan, where they intend on apparently, and this is why I read it based on the title of the video, the next global cable company, which is Disney's plan for their live service, like Disney Plus and stuff like that. I don't know the entire thing. I've not seen the video myself, so this would be interesting. Are you interested?
I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the video.
Oh no, I set it up so only I can pause and play it.
Oh, I mean, like, see, I don't have the settings enabled.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh yeah, for everyone who has not seen them before, this is Az, one of my old VR chat friends. You want to say anything to the group, possibly watching?
Hello.
So yeah, again, I've never seen this video before, and honestly, you arriving actually was perfect timing because I was thinking originally maybe I should invite some people, get some different perspectives, but then you arrived and I was like, oh, okie dokie. Okay, so are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, we're starting the video in 3, 2, 1.
Well, you might have heard the latest story that Disney Plus is getting ready to change again. No, it's not turning into a 24/7 Bluey channel, but it might as well be because Disney is going back to Disney channels.
Is it playing?
Folks will explain.
Yeah, it's playing on my
right
end.
now.
Is it playing on your end?
Oh, no, I'm gonna double check my settings again.
Well, to be fair, you could refresh you could be in do the resync. Is that a thing? Is that a thing on your end, or am I just imagining things?
What's a resync? Try and.
Okay, there's a little resync button that you could play on the thing. Like for example, that right there, this little button right over here, that is the resync.
Well, you might have heard the latest.
That's like the resync. Last time I remember, it's either that. Oh, wait, yeah. This is the resync. This is like the loop.
Don't see it. I'm gonna try.
Well, you might have heard the latest story that Disney Plus is getting ready to change again. No, it's not turning into a 24/7 Bluey channel, but it might as well be because Disney is going back to Disney channels. Folks will explain right now. Hello, howdy, and welcome back to the place where we explain entertainment and keep you ahead of the culture curve. And by gosh, by golly, we do it with a smile.
I can pause it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so on your own thoughts and opinions, what do you think of what you heard so far? Now I know we just started, but I kind of want to hear your perspective because with me, I kind of like to hear other people's perspectives before I do so. So what's your perspective on it?
I've never really watched channels or whatever.
Wait, you've never watched any of the old Disney channels that was on like a decade ago? That's actually kind of surprising. You're the first I ever heard who's not seen any of the shows that was on the Disney Channel.
I was Thomas the Tank Engine child.
You know what? That's fair. I think everyone watching can agree that Thomas the Tank Engine was a bit of a part of everyone's childhood. It just depends upon which one they're talking about. I don't know why it's not letting me play, but okay. Oh wait, that's right. You have control. You have the control of the remote now.
Face so contagious, you might just walk away with a smile on yours as well. Elevating your day, folks. That is the goal here each and every day. And we're talking about Disney Plus now leaning into the Disney Channel in a way that many of us did not see coming. Oh, wait, hold on. Culture Casino and myself, we talked about this days before the announcement came out. Now, Disney is trying to say, let's say, in all fairness, Disney is trying to say that this is just a potential outcome for the future. This is not set in stone, but what we're hearing, folks, is what we're going to be talking about, and they're not denying it, so you do the math on that. It seems like Disney is getting ready to launch Disney channels that will be connected.
Game Theory logo to me.
Okay, I didn't know it. I didn't recognize that at first, but now that you pointed it out, yeah, I can see it. We have the Game Theory. We have the Film Theory's red, right?
Yeah.
We have the Fashion Theory, which is blue. Food Theory is yellow. Wait, oh my god, Disney is copying Game Theory. Oh no! But honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. In all seriousness, that's actually kind of interesting. Well, not only about like all of them going back to Disney channels, that aka more than one, but the fact that I also never seen this before. Disney Channel games. Does anyone know what this is about? Or at least ever heard of it? What about you? Have you heard of it? Because I never did.
Connected to Disney Plus.
I think that's
as you all mixed up and not understanding how this is going to work. Well, hang tight. We'll explain it, and we'll tell you why. It shows that Disney Plus is, a failure. Disney is making a change. Gonna make change, but they're changing, maybe regressing, going back to being quasi-cable. Let's talk about it. This out of the New York Post by Ariel Zeiber. And it says, Disney to overhaul its money-losing Disney Plus streaming service with new TV channels. First,
hey, we're doing a bit of reaction video. Do you want to join us?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. All right, there we go. Ready whenever you are, S.
First of all, let's all just pause here and soak in that after the shareholders meeting, this is just normal now. New York Post, everybody, Forbes, everybody's willing to say, hey, Disney Plus is a loser. It's a loser. You're a loser, Disney Plus. You're a loser, Bob. But before the shareholders meeting, because this was a cultural battle, and still will be, couldn't say it, wouldn't say it, won't say it, shan't say it, but now we're saying it. Here's the article. Disney reportedly plans to overhaul its money-losing Disney Plus streaming service by adding standalone channels that feature ads, the so-called FAST channels, free ad-supported streaming television, offered by apps like Pluto and Tubi. And folks, as we just did a video on this. We just did a video. Is this?
You have something to say. Looks like you have something to say.
Yeah, it's just some of this. I can see now why the video title and the thumbnail makes sense. This legit is going back to old cable. Like, seriously. I mean, not to mention also, there's one thing I gotta say about Bob Iger. And I can agree with a YouTuber on this one. I'm not calling him Bob Iger. I'm calling him Bob Liger. Because he tends to have so much of an ego and so much of a liar at certain points, to the point where it's just so obvious. Like, seriously. It's like walking down a sidewalk and saying, like, oh, look, cheese! Like, seriously. Also, here's the thing I also have a question, and I have a lack of, like, trust when it comes to Bob Iger. Is he actually going to go through with this? Because the company's lost a lot of money. Like, I mean, tons and tons of money. In fact, last I checked, it was like in the billions, unless I remember, the amount of money they lost.
I think something like that. It might not have been Disney. It probably was another something like that. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I even took a look myself, and even I was surprised. It legit is Disney. They legit lost billions of dollars. And one of them, for example, is Star Wars. That's an example. They didn't even make half their money back.
Thank goodness.
Sense where they were putting that Moana movie into like a full movie instead of like a series. Just not making any money.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was the movies. It was not just the movies. It was the movies. It was some of the series, and like some of the series that was on Disney Plus. Even Disney Plus itself is like losing Disney money. That's what's pretty astonishing to me, that they're going back to like old cable-based like stuff, which to me it's kind of like, in a way, it kind of makes sense, because ad revenue. But the other side is more of, how much of a bruise did his ego get? That's my question.
Here's what I was. Here's what I was talking about in my head. Like, there's no way that they keep Sweden the whole thing, because nobody. I don't like Swedish services. I'm not a big fan of them. I was just like, okay, we'll see how it goes, and I couldn't find anything I wanted to watch. Except for anything that Disney made, like 101 Dalmatians stuff. I was like, I just didn't want to watch that yet, because, like, I don't know, just wasn't me. But after that time, I watched all these seasons, and like, I'm not happy with this, because when that, like, they did it with Cable, so I was like, well, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, honestly, what are your thoughts on that?
I honestly can't really tell what you're saying. I'm not sure if it's me or you. I only heard "I hate women." I'm not sure how, I couldn't find anything to watch.
No, he hates like he doesn't like live service like Disney Plus and stuff like that. And which, to be frank, to a certain extent, I can understand that, because for some reason there are like multiple different live service like stuff, like Disney Plus, Ubisoft Plus, Disney, a bunch of other stuff.
Wait, that's a thing? Oh wait, no. Ubisoft Plus is part of the Danish company, so I don't think they would have a Swedish service. That's like
they
do.
They do. They have Ubisoft Plus. They have Ubisoft Plus. I wish I was kidding.
Could you relay what you said?
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. But yeah, Ubisoft Plus, for some reason, they said, hey, we have a now live service. You could purchase the games on a separate thingy. However, it might be a little bit more cheaper to go to the Ubisoft Plus, Self-plugging.
Stupid.
Well, to be frank, sometimes it's better to have some live service. I mean, seriously, have you seen the price for... Have you guys ever seen the price for, like, the new Ubisoft game coming up? Star Wars The Outlaws? I think, if I remember correctly, that's what it's called.
I see it, £130 or something for the big backpack.
Yeah, I know. It's just Jesus.
I don't know what it is over here. I should know what. I have my phone on me.
Okay, yeah, well, just to let you know, the roundabout money wise is if you wanted to purchase the game standalone by itself, around $70. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. A little bit more, closer to like $100, $110, right? $110.
Yeah, I think it was like $130. I remember seeing.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, wait, yeah. Okay, there is that one. There is the $110. That's for like the base game, along with some additional stuff here and there, like involving like a battle pass, not battle pass, season pass. And for some reason, the $130 is for stuff that include extra stuff that is like not even physical.
I just got on my phone.
Which, by the way, that made me realize something. Here's a question for you two. If you two were able to have any extra stuff when it comes to the game, which is, like, say, reasonable for the extra price, like, for example, Halo, saying, like, hey, you can get this figurine and the helmet, like, for free, like, along with the thing, but for extra money, or you can go with this thing, which doesn't have the things physically, but you can still purchase it with the extra money. Which one would you guys go for? And which one makes more sense, because of the increased price-wise? Would you go the physical or the digital?
I think it really depends.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I think because like with like new games they don't not for like did I cut out? Sorry, for the new games they aren't sure about. I think you should go for like the ones you can buy later on, because you might not know if you like it, but if it's one you know, you might want to go for physical. Really, mate.
Yeah, honestly, my own personal opinion. The increase in price when it comes to like you get a game and it involves some physical stuff, that I think is like understandable when it comes to like the increase in price, because you're using extra materials for stuff like that. But when it comes to digital stuff, I don't see the reason being for the increased price. One second. Yep. Oh, thank you. You could place it on the place it right there, real quick, please. Thanks, Pops. But yeah, to me, I understand more of the price increase because extra materials for like the helmet, and the figurines, and stuff like that. But it's the increase in price for non-digital stuff that I think is just not even worth it. Because seriously, you don't even own it physically. Why would you want to? Why would you want it to be? Why would you pay extra price for something digitally? No.
Oh, and don't forget about the DLC.
Wait, the what? The what LC?
The DLC.
Oh, the BLT. Okay. Oh god, I just had a jog of memory from when it comes to Ubisoft Plus. Oh boy. Oh boy, this wasn't even meant to be part of the video, but I might. Is it okay if I tell you guys something about the Ubisoft Plus? Apparently, that I just remembered.
Yeah.
Apparently, remember how for some reason some developer was from Ubisoft said like, "Hey, customers should get used to like not owning their games." That's happening. You pay money, and if that game is no longer on Ubisoft Plus, off goes your game, and along with your money.
And this is also why physical copies are a sin to get physically. And then it's just like, now you don't have to worry about people taking your stuff away.
Well, here's the thing. I just remembered this on a news article. A Ubisoft game called The Crew. It was around for a long time, and it was on Ubisoft Plus. Just recently, I think if I remember correctly, like a month or two ago, like a month or a couple weeks ago, off it goes from Ubisoft Plus, along with everyone's money in progress.
I remember that because I think somebody mentioned it.
Is this what subscriptions have become nowadays?
This is like when I buy older games. Like I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon in like 2002 instead of newer games.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you on that one. The only exception I would ever think of like purchasing stuff digitally would be like some DLCs. Like for example, Dark Souls DLC, like Dark Souls 3. That DLC I saw some reviews for, and I even saw some videos of it, and I was like, I don't see why not. Let me try it. And I loved it. So much to the point where I said, you know what? Worth the money for the digital purchase of the DLC. Alright, I think we held off a little bit. I think we went off path a little bit too far. We probably should continue on with the video.
Yeah.
It's not amazing? This is why I hope you come to this channel. It's our pleasure to introduce you to these things just before it happens. When Tap hit shows from its vast library to create a 24-hour Simpsons option and major franchises such as Marvel and Star Wars, according to La Información, the company pursued, I kid, it was the information. The company pursued a similar course of action within its ABC.com app when it added a channel dedicated to its 2020 news magazine show and other channel devoted to the soap opera General Hospital, or also known as Hospital General. I kid.
Huh?
Disney wants Disney Plus users to remain on the platform. Of course they do. Instead of clicking over to the other streaming options, a pivot away from its former strategy of getting as many users to sign up so they can watch ad-free content. Again, it's amazing. We're saying the quiet part out loud. Disney has given up on catching Netflix. In 2022, Netflix explored a similar option that would have created a store within its app so that users could subscribe to other streaming services, a feature that is used on Amazon's Prime Video. Netflix execs toyed with the idea, but they didn't do it. The post is comment from Disney and Netflix. Apparently none has happened. Goes on to talk about more about Disney Plus, but the bottom line is Disney is moving back towards cable because cable worked. Unfortunately, Disney never worked in cable, so this is going to be quite the challenge. Panel, what do you think? Yeah, Lou, please.
Except, let me tell you the difference between this and good old cable. None of this is original programming. All of this is free stuff sitting in the library gathering dust otherwise. Look at the 2020 in General Hospital, for God's sakes. Is there anything deader than that if it isn't Suits and NCIS and all the rest of it? I mean, these are Simpsons. It costs them Zippo or pretty close to Zippo to put this stuff on the air and then run ads. And so I would suggest, although I get the idea that it's similar to cable, it's more similar to Channel 13 and Channel 17 and all those oddball channels that ran reruns all night.
Yeah, so this is like a UHF run by Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so this is where all cable boxes are pointing these days. Instead of trying to program 24 hours of the same content or 24 hours of content on different channels, there are these very focused micro IP or micro genre channels that are showing up on set-top boxes that are focused, and they are 24 hours of program. They're essentially on demanded. You don't have the schedule in front of you. It gives the provider freedom to put whatever they want there. If it's one show versus another show, this speaks to the problem of Bluey representing 30% of all content. This gives Disney the option of saying, "Oh, you're done with Bluey now."
I think I have an idea of why Disney is like. Well, don't keep in mind, take my words with a grain of salt. But I do think I have an idea of why Disney is going back to like the cable style. It's because they bleeded too much money, and they're wanting cost coverage as well as like a flipping floaty. So they're going back to the old cable style because, like he said, they spend Zippo or close to Zippo amount of money, and they're trying to find a way of like saving more money or trying to earn more money on the side. Which, to be frank, I can kind of understand it, but the same time also, Disney, you kind of just broke yourself a little bit too hard. I mean, seriously, you've been playing safe for how long? Many years? And seriously, sometimes whenever it comes to you guys, oh, I'm going to play it safe for a certain amount of years, you tend to forget that, like, you were supposed to sometimes take risks. For example, some of my videos, I tend to, like, take some risks.
That makes sense.
Which, to be frank, you go ahead. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
As I said, Diddly Lord or Low Lord, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, Low with Diddly Lord, Did with Low Lord, something like that. I did it.
What are your honest thoughts about that? What are your honest thoughts?
I think it's kind of better that they're doing it with free, but yeah, definitely because like they're having so much money on all the streaming services, it usually gets more expensive than cable at the end of the day. So.
Oh, not to mention also Disney parks. I'll tell you that right now. Not to mention the Disney parks.
I've never actually been to one of those.
Okay, everyone who's watching, you might have seen some of the news about like Disney's like parks and stuff like that. I recommend you right now don't even bother planning for Disney parks. You need to plan like 6 months in advance. You need like save a sneak tight along loud. You guys get what I mean. You need a lot of money. You just need a lot of money in order to even think about like going there. And I'm not even kidding. Oh, jeez. If I were to recommend you, if you ever do plan to go, I do recommend you go to like a separate hotel that's not a part of like the Disney parks, because they will charge you out the flippin' nose just for even staying there for one night. One night. I'm talking about like, I'm not even talking about like $100. I mean like thousands of dollars.
That's why
I was actually afraid of that. As soon as he says thousands, I'm like, yep, no, I'm not doing that.
Well, to be frank, it used to be not that bad. I mean, it used to be it was like it was like $1,000, which to be frank, that's still a lot. But if you're like, if you had like a lot of income or a lot of like disposable income you could use or spend, that can be somewhat understandable. But everyone prefers like going outside the parks, like where it comes to hotels and stuff like that. And not to mention also the food prices, along with many different things that have just increased to the point where it's just like, why even bother going? You know?
I usually just stick to.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I usually just stick to places within the UK and stuff like close by, pretty close by.
That is also a factor. I mean, why would you go somewhere else into a different country in order to just go to a park? I mean, that's even wasting more money.
Currently petting my cat right now if my arm's a bit weird.
Don't worry about it. to be frank, I think everyone at home can agree. Like, every single little fluff ball we had, regardless if it's cat or dog, we all appreciate those little fluff balls. Unless we're allergic to, unless we're allergic to them, then maybe not.
And we're playing off the topic of this now.
Oh yeah, that's true. That we are definitely getting off course. We probably should go back to the video. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. And get that a little bit better. Sorry. You're right. Don't worry.
Oh, you're done with Bluey now. Let's stick some of our other garbage over here that you're obviously.
Sorry, my hand's actually filled with fur underneath the controller.
Hey, that just means you got a little bit with you all the time.
My pet's actually older than me.
Of our other garbage over here
I think
that
a lot
you're
of people's
obviously
headsets
not
are.
watching.
I mean, my pet, my cat.
Oh. Okay, we should continue on. We're now getting way too off track.
Obviously not watching.
You just made the point. You know what the Simpsons channel under this deal is? It's the same babysitting function that Bluey provides for little ones for grown-ups.
Yes.
But let's
It's
talk about the
background
Bluey.
noise.
Let's talk about Bluey for a moment, though, because here's what's interesting. If Disney wants to make a channel out of some of their properties, they can't use Bluey.
Nope.
One, because they don't have the licensing rights to do that. And two, because if they did, they'd crash Disney Plus. Because people would be watching the Bluey channel 24 hours a day and not streaming 1/3 of Disney Plus overall streaming hours on Bluey.
And if they were able to, when they renegotiate the rights for Bluey, if they get them, put this in as part of the deal, here's the big problem. The ads. Kids, little bitty kids that like Bluey, they don't have money and they don't buy stuff. And so unless the ads were all for, if you like Bluey, buy the Bluey plushies or buy the Bluey jammies.
Cereal ads are coming back, Lou.
No, but maybe so. But I don't think that if the parents aren't even in the room because Bluey is babysitting the kids, they're not going to see the ads.
Put the toys back in the boxes. Put the toys back in the boxes.
Well,
let
they
me
are.
add.
Go
Sorry, Jonas.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I'll add another wrinkle to this. If they bring back the OG Disney Channel, and I'm talking like the 90s, 2000 series, if they're bringing back Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, if they're bringing back Phineas and Ferb, if they're bringing back Kim Possible, if they're bringing back Duck.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, that's right. You've never seen Disney Channel. Phineas and Ferb was a very popular Disney Channel show. I mean, seriously, it's been popular for who knows how dang long. Even nowadays, it's still popular.
I do want to say this Playhouse Disney. That was a channel that Disney had back in the 2000s. They had Roly Poly, David in the Little House. They had Henry Cow Healers. They had was JoJo Circus part of that? Because I remember I watched JoJo Circus. Yeah, that was part of it. Yeah, stuff like that. Those shows I actually watched back in the day. I would love to see them bring Playhouse Disney back in those shows back, because that was my favorite.
Honestly, there were a lot of channels that were like Disney Plus. I think everyone wanted to continue on. Like, for example, Kim Possible. There was Phineas and Ferb, like we mentioned earlier. There was I don't really shoot. Dang, there's so many goddamn many channels that wasn't like in so many episodes or like whatever series that was on Disney Channel. I can't forget some of them. Oh yeah, and Fairly Odd Parents. That's another one. There's so many. There's just so many.
That was on Nickelodeon, not Disney.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, folks. Sorry if I offended you or made you go like.
I'm pretty sure your comment section goes, Barry, I can't put Nickelodeon floppy, not Disney. How can you mix that up?
Well, to be fair, it has been a long time since I last seen the show, so blame my memory.
Same, I have. You're the didn't.
But yeah. Oh shoot! Wait, I remember one. And everyone can agree with me on this one. Gravity Falls.
Moving on. I like the old shows, but once they started like filtering the new one, I kind of lost interest in Disney. Not like I hate the shows, but it's not my cup of tea. Because after they started taking over the 2000 show that I went, why in the world? Yeah.
I've seen like the game theories of Gravity Falls, I think, but not the actual show.
Ah, okay. Well, at least you now have some idea. But keep in mind, those are theories. If you were to want to like watching it, I should recommend you watch the entire series first. Just at the very least, watch the series itself, so that way you can at least get an idea of like where he's getting like some of those theories from, as well as like just the show itself is just really dang good. I mean, seriously, it had a lot of nice hard spirit in it, and I can honestly was able to feel it every single step of the way. All right, I think we should continue onward. Yeah.
Yeah.
DuckTales. If they're doing that original stuff, again, that stuff that's sitting on the shelf, I could see how that would work, but that content might be problematic for them. So
you don't think, Lorena, they need to do a 24/7 Acolyte channel or Ahsoka channel?
Well, that would be
the 24/7
Lorena, they haven't got enough content to make that work. What they could do is the Disney Afternoon.
I'll control over it. Okay, there we go.
So what?
You're right.
So what were you talking about, like Ahsoka and all that other shit that they Acolyte or Ahsoka?
Oh god, the Acolyte. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know right now. Disney's Ahsoka series, it was alright. It could have been a lot better, but it was alright. Did a lot better than this. I'll tell you right now, it did a lot more better than Disney. Let me read the sentence. That is a lot better than the current Disney Star Wars Disney Star Wars movies. There. That's it. But yeah, Ahsoka at least was better than those 3 Disney Star Wars movies. I'd say that right now.
Alright. Oh, wait, now I know what they were talking about. Ahsoka with Star Wars. My brain went, wait, what was Ahsoka again? And then I just went like, it was Star Wars on it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ahsoka Tano, Snips from Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Yeah. I watched that show, but I never really watched a lot of it to really know, yay, I'm excited for this new series. Wait, why is that bad? Any new thing that just comes in? I thought it was this list. I'm just like, really? I don't want to watch this thing.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Not every show is going to be everyone's cup of tea. But I do recommend, like, if you do want to watch the entire series, and if you want to get like the entire context of like the series as a whole, I do recommend you watch episodes 1, 2 of the Star Wars movies, and then in the middle of 2 and 3, I recommend you watch the Clone Wars, so that way you can at least bridge the gap between episodes 2 and 3, and then continue on from there, like 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and then just forget the Disney trilogy. Just get rid of the Disney trilogy. Don't even bother messing with it.
Abby, you okay?
I've never watched Star Wars. I don't know how much to say about this. Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I kind of forgot about that part, and I kind of told you a little bit. I do stick with you watching. I recommend you start from the beginning, like episodes 1, 2, and 3, the Clone Wars, then the Clone Wars episode. What's with my brain right now? My brain words. It's like my English dictionary. It's like, oh, I want to take it in and study, and just like, I'm out. High school all over again. I reliving it. Okay.
I think we talked about. I just wanted to know what they were talking about.
All right, so you ready? You ready to continue?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All day, all night.
They could,
but there's a very good point to be made for Disney if they actually want to lean in and go for nostalgia.
Oh, don't worry, they're fine. They use every single once in a while. Oh, wait, that's Ass's new dancing style. Just ragdoll physics from Gmod. Alright. You ready now?
I'm ready now.
Okay.
And go for nostalgia, which is the only thing they have left at this point, because we know there is nothing new being created at this company right now that has proven itself. If they did a channel that was, okay, we've got Spin and Marty here, maybe they would actually put the original Mickey Mouse Club more than like 6 episodes on this streaming service. If they want to do a channel that is specifically geared towards, here's Disney documentaries, this Jim Henson documentary that's directed by Ron Howard.
I'm excited about that.
Looks amazing. Imagineering story. Beyond the Attraction, there you could do an entire channel where you just spin through all this stuff that is actually for hardcore Disney fans. And by the way, that lets them know who they can market to the best, because the people who are interested in the backstory of the parks and the company and everything spend a lot of money. This gives them a lot more information and gives them information on who is a big spender, who is not. This is a good idea, as much as I hate it, because it sounds like they're going more towards cable again. The business case for this is sound, because if you have a channel that is 24/7 Bluey and one episode of something they're trying to launch sandwiched in between it, Seinfeld, whatever, and Friends, the sandwich in between that was the place to launch shows. This is a sound principle here. So it's a big opportunity for them. As much as I don't like the company that's doing it, this is a good idea.
Saying, since they bought Fox, where the hell's Combat? Where the hell's Lost in Space? Where the hell's Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea? Fox made a lot of very good, very popular TV.
Oh?
Sorry about this, but what is Fox? I've only ever heard about it on the news or something, whatever.
Fox is a what? Well, if I remember correctly, Fox was a movie company, as well as like a live channel company, kind of like a news, like Fox News and stuff like that. They covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, for example, if I remember correctly, Fox is also kind of having their sign like shown in like the Disney Deadpool trailer. Last I remember, like Disney like the Fox sign in like the trailer. Let's remember.
Yeah, right.
21st Century Fox thing or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, not to mention also Fox Kids. Not to mention also Fox Kids. Which, if you guys want to know more about, let me know in the comments. I could do a reaction video of Nostalgia Crate covering over it next Sunday.
So what they had and was Disney. And I watched it Fox with how it hurts me, so it's like so much of that stuff, but that was what they were trying to go for, and that's all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, since you're the one that paused, you ready to go?
70s and even into the 80s, that could be a channel. And it would also, by the way, when you talk about getting information, if you put 3 or 4 of those IPs on there, and one of them got a whole lot more attention, that tells you which of those IPs should maybe be an attraction in the park or a show on the cruise ship. What if you did Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea as a show on the cruise ship? Of course, you don't want that ship going to the bottom of the sea, but you get my point. It's a research tool, as you say, Jonas, and a powerful one.
Well, I want to go to Culture now, because Culture, you have been following this for years. You've been following it for years. And this seems to me that we've finally come to the point you've been predicting for years and years. This is cable. Disney is going back to cable. So, Culture, what do you make of a Simpsons channel? What do you make of... I don't know if they have the rights to the TGIF shows from the 90s.
They don't. TGIF. They're on Max for the most part.
Okay, well, they can't get that, but they can... What do you make of just doing Disney channels now on different topics? Culture, you're muted.
Culture, you're muted. But I'll also point out that Fox actually had a Simpsons channel on their streaming service before.
Well,
that was bought by Disney.
Culture was trying to show us what the Mime channel will be like on Disney.
Yeah, that's right, the Mime channel. Let's just say this. I've been talking about fast channels and diginets for quite a while. Diginets are, the sub channels that are on the digital transceivers that are in your local area to give you broadcast television. And, they're all the sub channels that are there. And they've been doing that for a long, long time. Some of those channels get tons of viewership. They run commercials and only one show. They're incredibly successful from the commercial standpoint. Disney needs that desperately. So does it make sense to me that they're going to this model? Absolutely. But I think it doesn't even stop there, because I think we're going to be looking at aggregators that are going to be going to, basically combining your subscription for Disney Plus and all of its millions of channels, apparently, and also maybe Paramount Plus and all of its millions of channels, and so on and so forth. I think you're going to start seeing aggregators now, and then you will really be all the way back at the cable era, which isn't surprising to anybody. Everybody saw this coming. The Hollywood destroyed themselves to try to remake a new media format, because that's what this is. It's a format. It's not new technology. But they tried to redo a media format that put us where we are now, back at cable, back at basically broadcast linear television. I said the other day on the video that Pro referred to just a few moments ago, we gave you a view forward.
This is not amazing culture. So we did that topic, and a day later, it's so funny. All right, tell the folks.
Okay, pause for a second.
In that video, you will see me say the.
Okay, now I know it's been around for a long time, but do you guys understand what they meant by Hollywood trying making like a new media format? Do you guys understand what he meant by that?
Not sure.
No.
Okay, so you know how people have been talking about DEI that or DEI this or stuff like that? Trans rights or trans rights or human rights and stuff like that. Yeah, they've been trying to make a media based around that, like DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusivity. But for some reason, but apparently they thought pushing this let's just say pushing this barrel is going to be such a good idea. We're doing such a good job. Well, for some reason they didn't check the barrel to see if it was not explosive, and the fuse was lit. And we're dead bodies now. That's essentially what's happening now. And right now they're in a hospital bed.
And not to mention about the COVID thing, when 2020 happened and they couldn't put the movies in the movie theaters, all the other stuff, that is what also was.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you a bit on the COVID. COVID did cause a lot of things to happen, but they thought this was a good idea after COVID, after everything was done and over with. For some reason, they thought, we need a bit of a change, so why don't we go with DEI after the COVID? Yes! That kind of stuff. And, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would want to see something like that, I'm going to show you a plan. Why not?
By the way, you guys want to hear something even more interesting?
Yes.
You know how earlier I mentioned, Ubisoft was making a game called Star Wars, Outlaws?
Yes.
Guess who's giving them the goddamn rights for that game? Disney themselves. Disney them flippin' selves. And as well, not to mention also, you go ahead.
For some reason, I feel like Disney owns Star Wars, but at the same time, they only are borrowing Star Wars from Lucasfilm because George him own it. But it almost seems like now he just gave it to Disney.
Well, to be frank, also, it didn't really help them the fact that they decided to dismantle their entire game studio for some reason. It didn't help their case on that one. I mean, seriously. I mean, which is more Also, which you guys' opinion is a lot more cheaper? Having your own gaming division where you can make the games, and as well as like be able to have your own, as well as realize every single tiny detail, or send it to another company, letting them use the IP for and just let them go do whatever the heck, do whatever the heck they want to do with it. Which one is a lot more cheaper?
I think I'm gonna know what David did because and this is just my preference. It's just, I don't want anybody else taking something that I created and making a mess of it, like what this did. Oh, still isn't doing a bad job of it. I have played some of Jedi Jedi Fallen Order. It looks like a good game. But again, I rather be safe rather than sorry, because you never know what these major companies are gonna do.
Yeah, to be frank, Star Wars Survivors, like you mentioned earlier, that itself wasn't. Yes, it was great because it was actually made by a third party. But the thing it was because they were also taking a bit of care when it comes to it, like for that series so far. But for some reason now, because of the whole like DEI inclusivity and stuff like that, they're now thinking, "Hey, this DEI is going to help us." No, it's not. If you guys look back at my channels, or have you guys at least seen like the like to dislike ratio when it comes to like the Star Wars Acolyte? Have you guys seen the like to dislike ratio?
No.
I've never seen that at all.
Okay. I'll just let you guys know right now. Which one sound? I want to hear you guys' opinions and questions of this answers to this one. 30,000 to 150,000. Last I checked. Which one do you guys think is the like to dislike? The 30,000 or the 150,000? Which one do you think is the like or dislike?
People really hate what's going on now, so probably maybe the 150 is the dislike, but it's very big.
Alright, what about you?
Probably the same.
Ding! You two are on the money!
Okay, it is because, like I said before, the newest stuff, everybody seems to have this opinion of, oh, let's just go with this not elbow, that's what I'm looking for. The old passing stuff that we have, and bring it back, and then just throw the new stuff out the window.
Yep.
And this is also something that, like, goes with, like, other games as well, like NBA 2K24 or, well, you say, or I also see it was mostly dead and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, by the way, it doesn't also help their case wherever their YouTube comments apparently show, like, very similar comments. What thinking involves, like, YouTube comments that involve, like, all comments seeming apparently the same, only just one tiniest differences? Oh yeah, they're called BOTS. Bots. Disney there's actually been evidence of Disney using bots, as well as Ubisoft using bots for their trailer and for Disney with the Acolyte trailer. What does that say about them?
I think it just says a whole lot for everything. I mean, seriously, if you see every other, like, not just every other, every movie in the world, you'll see, like, 5 stars, I laughed so hard, like, well, get out of here. Seriously, I don't even know those were bots, the moment I saw them, I went, yeah, let's see about that.
Alright, what are your thoughts on that, what you've learned so far?
Disney's definitely dying. It's very busy.
Well, to be fair, that is part of the reason why I did the analogy of they were pushing a barrel, they didn't realize it was an explosive barrel that has like fused and is now on the hospital bed.
Yeah, they definitely got like uncomfortable and stuff.
Yeah, they tried pointing at Looney Tunes, but apparently they didn't realize, they forgot, oh shoot, we're in real life, we're not in cartoon. Yeah, but this is real life we're talking about here. We're not a Cartoon Network, nor are we like Looney Tunes.
We got to host up only to do the same thing what they keep doing. Just push the metal off, explode everybody.
Alright, right, I think we're ready to go.
Following. Linear broadcast television is currently sitting at over 50%. I don't believe it's going to fall much farther, if at all. In fact, I believe it may increase. I think you will see potentially a rebound in the cable model, or the satellite model, and perhaps even the broadcast model, because it's cheaper.
That's right.
And it's really the old syndication model when they would do shows and say, listen, we'll sell 80% of the time nationally. Local stations, you can have 20% of the time to sell yourself, to sell local advertisers in your town. Because those people are looking for somewhere to go without cable, without the old style, because the newspapers don't exist. The local news doesn't exist in a lot of places anymore. So if I'm the local funeral home or car lot or whatever, where do I advertise? This could be the place.
Well, I'll also point out, whether or not it was pointed out in this article, that Tubi right now, which is owned by Fox Corporation, which is what is left of Fox, the rest was sold to Disney, is 0.1% lower than Disney on the streaming charts right now.
Yeah. Which is amazing.
They're essentially doing the same thing on Tubi. There is on demand on Tubi, but it's a lot of micro genre and micro IP channels that are exactly like this. And it didn't cost them billions and dozens of billions of dollars to get there.
And no subscription fees every month.
So Disney has to compete in that space. So they have to bring it, and they have to bring it with quality. By the way, the idea of parents letting their children sit in front of whatever Disney chooses to put in front of them, I think that's another danger that they're going to have to face with this model.
Well, and that's another problem.
Even though putting them in front of whatever Disney has is bad, but I don't think it's nowhere near as bad as iPad kids like brain rot.
Well, to be frank, this is less of brainwashing, more of brain washing. This is that's what they're talking about, because some of the stuff that they're talking about, you know how earlier I mentioned like DEI and stuff like that, how they've been clean in like movies and stuff like that.
I don't think you heard that acronym before. I think you're an acronym person. Die.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. They're including like this DEI stuff into it, which is, yes, it could be okay under certain specific reasons. Like, for example, Static Shock, where his friend's dad was talking like let's just say unfavorable stuff to a certain people, and that for example is actually a good way of doing it. Like, don't make it overpowering don't like force it. Don't like bring it out in the open. Just let it develop naturally. Don't just force it into stuff. Don't do that stuff, because that to me is just like showing you don't care about your, like he said earlier. That doesn't show you don't show any like sense of like, oh, I want to do some good quality, or I want to tell a good story, or even have nice animation. That shows you, hey, the agenda first. Everything else, screw it.
I do have a question.
Oh, you have a question? Okay, shoot.
So my adopted mother just told me if they were to get rid of like Marvel, and because if they got rid of Marvel, it'll be weird. I just want to know if you know it or if Abby knows that.
Okay, with some Marvel stuff, I do remember there being some inclusivity stuff. Like, for example, the new Disney Marvel that's coming up, Disney Marvel's X-Men. Their first season was pretty much going to be trying to stick to the original as possible, and for some reason, then the second season they were planning on doing like a bait and switch, like involving the DEI heavily in the second season. Meanwhile, all the rest of the stuff, I have no idea. I try to keep myself out of the drama as much as possible when it comes to that kind of stuff. This is a bit of an exception, reason because yesterday I uploaded a video involving Star Wars. I had no idea what era it was supposed to be in. Then I was told, hey, this was during the Disney Star Wars, and I was like, oh boy. Well, I mean, I put my foot in the door. Might as well step forward more.
I don't know if they're gonna keep it or if they're gonna get rid of it, so I was gonna ask you about that.
Oh, Okay. To be frank, some of the stuff on Disney is not DEI all the way. There's still a good chunk of it that is like not DEI, but you probably should like take a look at some of the companies that are like who are behind the stuff. Some of their profiles will involve like some sort of weird stuff going on. Like I'm an advocate. What's the stuff people call them? Activist. Yeah, they would say like I'm an activist or so and so. Now, if it's related to DEI stuff like that, then might need to step away from that. I mean, there is a reason being why people will say, "Don't vote with your words, vote with your wallet." It's the money they're primarily going after, so it kind of makes sense. So again, it is your choice. I don't have control over that. It's your guys' choice on to continue having that stuff or not. It's your choice, primarily. Okay, ready to go. Oh, Az, you okay, buddy?
I was reaching behind me, I actually bonked my cat in the face, so I let him out because he didn't want to be here anymore.
Oh, so that's why you were like...
Alright, let's continue.
Yep, we only got like close to 2 minutes remaining.
I mean, Disney does not create solutions for themselves anymore. They create more problems constantly and consistently. And let me offer this up because Pluto, which is owned by Paramount, do you know why Paramount's leaning so hard into Pluto right now? Because it is making them money.
I didn't know that.
And
A company on the brink of bankruptcy likes money a lot.
yeah, they really do.
Oh, no,
So
it's the
to
streaming service. It's the
classically
streaming
su-
service they're talking about. It's the streaming service they're talking about.
Pluto.
Oh.
Pluto is a streaming service that has like multiple different shows. I don't remember. I don't know much about Pluto. All I know is like it's a live stream service, like with Disney Plus, for example. It's kind of like that, but I'm not subscribed to it, so I have no clue like what's on it or anything like that.
So Pluto is actually for free. You can watch anything on Pluto for free, and you don't have to pay for anything. And the same goes for movies.
No. Last I checked with Pluto, it's like the same as Disney, where you do have a subscription fee, but I do not know fully how much it was, how much it costs and stuff like that. I don't know. All I know is like it's a streaming service. That's it.
Well, you can look it up if you have time, because I do recommend this Apple time.
True. That's true. Well,
Alright,
I was about what happened to you guys.
Whoa. Let me be clear.
You're so small. You're in the couch. And now you're big.
Alright, hurry up!
Classically sum this up, it's a question of to be or not to be. That is
Well,
we can't end it any better.
Right. Pro, I do have to point out that we will be talking about this subject more on a live stream that will be 10 p.m. on Friday evening on That Marketplace. Anyone who is on this
Extra
panel right
magic
now
hours. I love that shit.
is going to be. You
this
all
was
are invited.
released like a day
here.
ago, so I think they're talking about like next Friday.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I was a little confused when they said Friday. Like, wait, Friday only ended.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like you got a question. You got a question?
When they said 10, I immediately thought they were going to say 10-hour-long live stream. I was like, what?
Oh god, yeah. I'm sorry. Even if I ever had a live, if I ever have I'm sorry. If I ever have a live stream like that in the future, this probably be me at like the end of this everything. Can I rest my voice, please?
10-hour life lead. I would barely want to do a 10-hour life lead. I think 3 to 2 hours is enough for me. I don't want to push my boys or push myself for that matter.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright, we're ready to finish the rest along with you are.
Where else would we be on a Friday night?
Yeah.
And folks, run the credits because this thing is done for the day. But more videos on your way. 10:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Pro Channel. Every single day, 365. Wait, what's that? It's a leap year 366 then.
Well,
because that's the way we believe in doing things here. News never stops, and neither do we. Folks, on the way out the door, you can help us. You can be our electricity. We need it. Like, share, subscribe. Click it, stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Folks, thank you for your support. We truly have an attitude of gratitude for each and every one of you, and it is an honor to share time with you in your very busy and important day. And we mean that. So folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
All right, so does anyone here have any questions related to the video and stuff like that before the end of the video?
I don't think I have any.
That's not a question, but yeah, everyone subscribe to the channel. Alright, so, okay, since you're on the camera right now, how about you ask? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions, related to the video?
No, not really.
Really? Nothing related to, Disney? Any questions about Disney and stuff like that? No questions?
Not really Disney connoisseur. I don't really watch streaming services too much, so...
That's fair. That's fair. All right. What the?
I don't.
That's where you went. Okay. All right. So, what about you? What about you, buddy? What about you? Do you got a question?
I don't think I have any. I just came here to hang out with you and whatnot. But hey, if you were doing this video, I might as well have popped in at the right time then. So, hello to everybody. I also have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you want to link it down below. But I just said I mentioned it.
Yeah, to be fair, it was an opportune chance, and you took the opportune chance. All right, that's the end. That's the end of the video, folks. Do like and subscribe. And okay, do like and subscribe and follow for more. See you, folks.